Let's take a look at another example. This example is similar to the first. A peach orchard near Macon, Georgia has 20 peaches per acre, 20 peach trees per acre, and each tree produces on the average 300 peaches. For each additional tree planted in excess of 20 trees, the number of peaches per tree is reduced by 10. Farmer Jones would like to know how many additional trees to plant to maximize the total yield of peaches. How many additional trees should be planted to maximize the yield? And what is the maximum yield? Well, now that we've done the charter member problem, this problem is going to be very, very similar. How do we calculate yield? Well, to calculate yield, we multiply the number of trees per acre times the number of peaches per tree. Now right now we got 20 trees per acre, and each tree produces on average 300 peaches. So if we multiply 20 times 300, we're going to get 6,000. So there's our yield. But that doesn't tell us our maximum yield. The problem says for each additional tree that we plant in excess of 20, the number of peaches per tree is reduced by 10. So one quantity is going up while the other quantity is going down. And so we'd like to figure out the maximum yield. So if we let x be the number of additional trees over 20, we have the following yield function. We can say 20 plus x is going to be the number of trees we're going to have, but for each tree, x, that's over 20, we're going to have 300 minus 10x peaches, because we're going to subtract 10 peaches for each x. So here's our yield function. And once again, it's a quadratic function. If we multiply it out, we get 6,000 minus 200x plus 300x minus 10x squared. So we can rewrite this as negative 10x squared plus 100x plus 6,000. So our yield function is a quadratic function which opens down. To find our maximum yield, we'll take the vertex as negative b over 2a. We'll have negative 100 divided by 2 times negative 10, negative 20, gives me 5. So according to this, if we have 5 additional trees planted in excess of 20, we'll have a maximum yield. So let's think about what that is. 5 additional trees, we're going to have 25 trees, and we're going to have 5 times 10 is 50 trees, subtracted from 300, we're going to have 250. So we're going to have 25 trees, 250 peaches per tree, for a yield of 6,250 peaches. So there's our answer. So there's lots of examples of these problems in real-world applications, whereas one quantity is going up and the other quantity is going down, and the product of that quantity is what you wish to determine. So the maximum yield is 6,250 peaches.